Hey, welcome to another episode of PC Whiskey Reviews. My name is Pete.
I'm Craig, and Pete's got something pretty special for us. I actually looked at this drink and shied away from it because I didn't have the time to get all the ingredients for our trip. Pete took the time to dig them all out. This is an old school drink. What's it called?
It's called the Sazerack, and I've tried them and I've not found one that I like yet, so I am on the pursuit for finding one that I delight.
Well, I've never tried one, so this will be exciting for me as well. Anyway, Pete, what do we got going on here? What are the ingredients?
Hey, so the ingredients for this cocktail happen to be rye whiskey, and we're going to use not any kind of bitters. We're using the Peychaude. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce that name.
Peychaudes.
Peychaudes.
Let me get that up close. We'll zoom that in. Then you guys can decide what you want to call it. But it looks like Peychaudes.
And then, of course, we have to have absinthe. And here is Mephisto, and it is a highly ranked absinthe.
And it's a huge bottle of it.
Yeah, well, you only need just a little bitty bit, so
Okay.
that's why we have such a small bottle.
Okay.
And the other ingredient for this is going to be some simple syrup, and it calls for the Demerara syrup, which is basically the sugar and raw type sugar.
Okay.
So here's what we have here, and the total quantities is, of course, we got to have our 2 ounces of. Well, you know what? We need some ice in the mixing cup.
Okay, about 2/3, you think? Or?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And why is there ice and water in that glass already?
Well,
Pete?
we need to have a cold vessel to put it all in when we get done stirring it. So that's the purpose of that. And do we have a strainer by chance?
We do.
We do have a strainer. Okay, so all I got to do is come with my
I'll
quantities.
get the strainer up for you.
Okay.
Now look at how we camp. We bring our own cocktail devices like a strainer and peelers, and
Do we need anything else? Just the cocktail devices, right?
that's all we need.
Okay, perfect.
No food.
That's right. So we'll go ahead and go for the rye whiskey. And we need 2 ounces of that. We are using the 100 proof Overholt, excuse me.
Now,
2 ounces.
what Pete hasn't said yet is this particular measure cup. He brought these into the experience a couple weeks ago. They're made by OXO. They're graduated inside, stainless steel, so you can't knock it off and break it. They're pretty cool. We both each have one now. Fantastic. Good add to the experience, Pete.
And we need just a 1/4 ounce. There is a 1/4 ounce of that delightful
So not
syrup.
a lot of that.
Not a lot at all. And then it's also asking for us 4 to 6 dashes of this fantastic bitters.
Here we go.
So 1, 2, 3, 4 of those beautiful things. And we only need 1/8 of a teaspoon. And this stuff has quite the potency to it. It is like 120 proof plus, I believe. It's some crazy amount.
So it doesn't take a lot
It
of
is
that.
100. Oh, I can't read the fine print. It's awful small. It's 130. Excuse me, 130. So it only asks for like.
That's even more
That's
than
probably more than we wanted. So there we go.
It's some for the homies. You always throw a little absence down for the homies.
So yeah, we went ahead and put that all in there, and then it calls for us to stir that. So I have my stirring vessel. So I'm going to stir it for 10 seconds. There's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, maybe a little longer. We will discard our chilled ice from the glass that we have here. And we're going to strain into it. Oh, I'm liking it.
Well, yeah, it's got an interesting color
I'm liking
to it.
that. It's got the right color, I believe.
This could almost go into a martini glass, yeah?
Ooh, that's true.
Now we're garnishing with a nice
Oh, look at that.
broken peel.
I've broken the peel. And I'm going to squeeze it some more. And then I'm
some
going
of
to
that oil express.
oil in there, and we're going to throw it in there. Because you're going to drink it.
And you just drink it right away.
Absolutely.
All right. This is called a Sazerack, which
The
means
Sazerack. That it's old.
one who
It's
walks
old.
in the desert scantily clad, I think is what Sazerack means. It, all I smell is citrus, probably from the peel. Here we go.
Oh, I would think so. Might be a little. I mean, it's kind of a take on a Manhattan. But I like the Manhattans better because of the ingredients involved in those.
It's complex. It's not at all, I wouldn't call it sweet.
No, I wouldn't get sweet out of it.
It's a bit medicinal at the finish, but not necessarily in a bad way. It's a little bit hard to describe. Maybe that's the absinthe I'm tasting.
That's why we keep drinking, to find the drink that we want.
I don't know if I like it or not. I don't hate it. I'm not necessarily. I think I need more time with this cocktail.
I totally agree. That's why I keep mixing it with different ingredients and mixing with the ratios just to see which is better.
The finish on this cocktail is actually quite good. It's when you first drink it, I don't think your palate knows what to think of it at first. Hold on. Okay, this is good. I had to think about it for a second. It is different.
All right, share. I got to know now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just smell the orange.
A lot of orange on the nose, but that's to be expected. And we used a lot of orange garnish.
Wow. I'm starting to like that.
It's an unusual.
A lot. Because I'm kind of a fan of Manhattan, and
it has a Manhattan-esque, but not quite thing going on there.
Oh, now the absinthe at the end.
Yeah. I like it more at the finish than at any other part of the drink, as it just kind of sits on your palate. Quite unusual. So, hey, if you want to try something that is certainly not overly sweet, that has a complexity to it like a Manhattan, but with different notes, right? It's hitting on different notes. In fact, you almost don't detect the rye in that, strangely enough, because maybe the absinthe. But anyway, unusual good add to the experience, Pete. Once again, that's good stuff. Hey, if you like this content, be sure and give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of our content, and that really helps us out. Hit the bell if you want notifications. And Pete?
And if you don't like any of it, hit that thumbs down twice.
We'd appreciate that.
And comment anyway. We'll take comments. And
this is like our second series from a state park called Ocean City State Park. So we're glad you could join here. If you do like camping, this is not a bad place to go. We're only a block away from the ocean on a couple of trails. It's a great place to visit. Until the next episode, which I think we're going to do a review of Woodford. It's a Woodford
double oak or something else, I would think.
Something like that, or maybe even a little fancier than that. We're going to try that next. We'll see you soon.